All right, so if you actually watch the time-lapse video, you can see all the little details that I put in. Notice the cleanness of the teeth now. They're a little crooked and that kind of stuff, but I'm okay, but it's because there's not those little chunks of clay all over the place. The eyes, I had to do something a little different with. I don't know if you can see it. I actually carved it in, but I left the raised area on the lower side. And then what always happens is as I'm looking this in the camera, I'm seeing little details and things that I need to change and want to fix. The one thing I can tell you is know when to say when, know when to stop, because if you don't, you can continue working on and then something breaks and then you have to fix that and then something else breaks and then you have to fix that, and it just kind of snowballs. I also added some detail into the horn. I also made a little bit of a line around here to make it look like the horns were actually growing out. Adding this different texture compared to this will give it a little bit more realism in that sense. Yes, I'll probably paint this or glaze this orange and then the horns will be white or gray or maybe a little bit of brown in there or something like that. But to have that textural difference and to have that line there separating, it's really gonna make it look like it grew out of the head in that sense. The nose is part of your face, just like my nose and your nose, and that's why I didn't change that much. As far as like the lips, looks like I still got a little bit of cleaning to do, but 99% there, as you can see. The other thing I also kind of outlined the stem, made it a little bit more realistic, okay? But all of these things are gonna help to give the illusion of the realism, give the illusion that this is what it is. One thing I do like to do is kind of go over everything with a wet paintbrush, and that will just kind of help smooth things in, okay? I need to stop working on this because, like I said, I'm seeing little blemishes and little things that, oh, maybe I could touch that up. Oh, maybe I could touch that up. Get to a point where you're happy with it, or maybe just slightly happy with it. And then, like I said, know when to say when, know when to stop so that you don't go back in and then mess something up because you wanted it to be absolutely perfect. A lot of times it's not going to be absolutely perfect. I've got things that I thought were absolutely perfect, gorgeous, best thing I could ever make. And then when I go back and look at it after it's been glaze fired and it's all finished, I see things that I could probably have changed. I could have cleaned up. I could have smoothed a little bit better. Unfortunately, if you do that, if you keep going back, you tend to work on it forever and ever, okay? But there we go. There's my pumpkin, and glazing will be the next step, but that's not until a much later video. All right, there we go.